wear protects us at work and at play.
Mask up.
Mask up.
Mask up.
And now experts say we need more protection, and a mask is a simple way to raise our defenses.
Mask up.
Mask up. Usa tu máscara.
Easier than tying a shoe.
Mask up.
Cozier than a suit of armor.
Mask up.
Guarding you and the people around you. What we wear protects us.
All of us. Mask up, Massachusetts.
Joe Biden's first 100 days, continuing coverage on News Center 5.
Tonight, the breaking news as we come on. The Biden administration is set to issue a new COVID travel ban when it goes into effect, and the country's on the list. The new president taking on the pandemic, what he's up against, and how he hopes to speed up the vaccination process. And tonight, Dr. Deborah Birx with scathing allegations, claiming COVID-19 deniers in the Trump administration manipulated data graphs. The coronavirus pandemic reaching more than 25 million cases here in the U.S. That UK variant now spreading to at least 23 states as millions wait to get vaccinated. The country just now hitting a vaccine goal originally set for the end of 2020. Hospitalizations are declining, and the Miami Heat set to screen fans with COVID-sniffing dogs. Also tonight, the police car plowing through a crowd. Disturbing video showing an officer running over at least one person. That man survived, while authorities say the officer was fearing for his safety. Trump on trial. The House set to deliver an article of impeachment against former President Trump in less than 24 hours, accusing him of inciting that deadly siege on the Capitol. Tonight, damaging new reports about Trump's final days in office. Fiery rescue, the moment a car flies off a Los Angeles overpass, crashing along a highway. The car engulfed. First responders rushing in to save the driver. Triple threat. 3 storm systems taking shape, expected to bring heavy snow, ice, and rain to millions this week. Up to a foot of snow expected in some places. An Amazon hero, the carjacking, a baby inside, left on the side of the road. The delivery driver who pulled over, the precious cargo he discovered.
From ABC News World Headquarters in New York, this is World News Tonight.
And good evening. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday. I'm Tom Yamas. We begin tonight with the breaking news as the coronavirus pandemic hits disturbing new milestones in the U.S. The country now with more than 25 million cases of COVID-19. The highly contagious UK variant now in at least 23 states. Amid growing concerns about mutations, the Biden administration ready to reinstate and expand the COVID travel restrictions to include South Africa. And as we come on the air tonight, the U.S. reporting more than 418,000 American lives lost. More than 71,000 deaths this month alone. The Biden administration ramping up vaccinations, calling it a top priority. The CDC says more than 20 million shots have now been administered. Dr. Anthony Fauci calling the goal of 100 million vaccinations in 100 days, quote, a floor, not a ceiling. And tonight, Dr. Deborah Birx with scathing allegations, claiming former President Trump presented graphs that she never made at those briefings. ABC's Andrew Dimber is at the White House to lead us off.
Tonight, the new COVID-19 travel ban. President Biden planning to block most non-citizens traveling from South Africa after a new variation of the coronavirus from that country has begun to spread around the globe. The administration also reinstating a ban on almost all non-U.S. citizens traveling from Brazil, UK, Ireland, and 26 European countries former President Trump sought to cancel. The new policy to take effect Saturday as Biden officials acknowledge difficult days lie ahead in the fight against COVID-19, especially when it comes to administering the vaccine.
The process of getting that vaccine into arms, that's the hard process. That's where we're behind as a country.
President Biden is determined to deliver on his promise of 100 million shots in his first 100 days in office.
100 million shots is a bold, ambitious goal, but we need to keep going after that.
But some are questioning if that goal is as ambitious as the administration claims, the country averaging about 1.1 million doses per day over the last week.
Are you deliberately setting expectations low?
No, that's not the case. We always want to do better than the goal you've set.
The president using executive authority to ramp up production and distribution efforts.
This is a wartime undertaking.
He's directing FEMA to establish 100 federal vaccination sites across the country in the next month and employing the Defense Production Act to order private companies to manufacture specialized syringes to get more vaccine doses out of vials. But the administration struggling to assess the nation's supply.
The fact that we don't know today, 5 days into this administration and weeks into planning, how much vaccine we have just gives you a sense with the challenges we've been left with.
Tonight, Dr. Deborah Birx finally speaking out, telling CBS News she wanted to wait until President Biden took office before openly discussing her time in the Trump administration, suggesting she was censored and that former President Trump had COVID deniers in the White House, hindering the national response to the pandemic.
I saw the president presenting graphs that I never made. I know what I sent up, and I know that what was in his hands was different from that.
Okay, Andrew Dimber joins us now live from the White House.